Assalamu alaikum, dear learners. In my previous class, I showed you marks distribution of English first paper HSC exam. In this class, I will show you marks distribution of English second paper in HSC final examination. Dear learners, in English second paper question, you will have two parts. One is grammar part for 60 marks and another is writing test for 40 marks. You will have to answer all the questions in English second paper also. Dear learners, in grammar part, first you will have 10 gaps in question number 1. For each gap, you will write articles an or the or cross. By using an or the or cross, you will have to fill 10 gaps in question number 1 and you will have 5 marks. So for answering question number 1, you should know the rules of articles, and for question number 2 you will have also 10 gaps, and for filling the gaps you will have to use prepositions, different kinds of prepositions. Okay? By using correct prepositions, you will have to fill the gaps and you will have 5 marks. Then for question number 3, there will be 10 gaps also. For each gap you will have to use some words or phrases. For answering this question, that means for completing these sentences with words and phrases, there are also specific rules. You should know the rules. In my next classes, I will discuss on this rule. Dear learners, so for question number 3, completing sentences, you will have to complete the sentences with some phrases and clauses. And for question number 4, you will have 10 sentences, 10 incomplete sentences. By using suitable phrases and clauses, you will have to complete the incomplete sentences. And for these things also, you should know some specific rules. In my next classes, I will discuss on these rules. In question number 5, correct form of verbs. In this question also, you will have 10 gaps. In each gap, you will write the correct form of verbs. By knowing the right form of verbs, you will have to fill the gaps. You will have 5 marks in this item. That means then 6, changing sentences. You have ideas about this item and the idea you took in your school life, in your SSC exam paper also, you took ideas about these changing sentences. 5 sentences will be given for you, and the 5 sentences will have to be changed as directed: affirmative to negative, negative to affirmative, simple, complex, compound, positive, comparative, superlative, and active, passive, interrogative, imperative, exclamatory. In my next classes, I will discuss on this important topic. Narrative style, that means narration or speech. You will be given a passage and you will have to change the sentences of the passage into direct or indirect as directed. Okay, and in your school life you were given ideas about this item. Then number 8, pronoun references. You will have a passage in question number 8. In the passage, some pronouns will be wrong or some pronouns will be unclear. You will have to make the wrong pronouns right or the unclear pronouns clear. Okay. For this question, you should have ideas about pronouns, personal pronouns, demonstrative pronouns, relative pronouns, reflexive pronouns, okay, etc., etc. Then in question number 9, you will have 10 gaps. For each gap, you will have to use modifiers, sometimes adjective, sometimes participle, sometimes determiners, sometimes possessive, sometimes noun, sometimes intensifier, adverb. You will have to use for filling the gaps in question number 9, and the rules will be given in my next classes for you, inshallah. And in question number 8, you will get 10 gaps and you will fill the gaps by using sentence connectors. They may be conjunctions or they may be adverb. Okay, dear learners, these things will also be discussed by me in my next classes, inshallah. And synonym, antonym. You will be given a passage. In the passage, 10 words will be selected for you. And for the words, sometimes you will have to write synonym, sometimes you will have to write antonyms. By memorizing many words, by memorizing synonyms and antonyms, you will have to write these things in question number 11. Okay, and you will have to write synonyms or antonyms as directed in the question paper. And then punctuation and capitalizations. Dear learners, you also have ideas about this item, and the idea was given you in your school life. Dear learners, you will use punctuation marks or sometimes capital letters in different words, in different sentences. Dear learners, then come part B. Part B is writing test, and for this part you will have 40 marks. For question number 13, 14, 15, 16, for question number 13 you will have to write formal letters, that means application. You will have to write an application. Then for question number 14 you will have to write a report. Okay, and for question number 15 you will be given a topic for writing a paragraph and you will have 10 marks. Then number 16, free writing or composition. You will have to write something on a topic or a composition. Dear learners, in these questions you will have 14 marks. Dear learners, in this class I tried my best to make you understand about marks distribution of English second paper for HSC final exam. In next classes of English second paper, I will discuss these different items and the rules and structures for these items. Inshallah, you will listen to my lecture attentively and you will exercise these things at your home. In my next classes, I will come again with another important topics. Till then, Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.